Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Now, we've got some wicked bands on the channel today, but they're all over 6 minutes long, these tracks. So get yourself comfy because it's going to be a long one. But I promise it will be worth your time because these bands are really very, very cool stuff. Sludgey, Doomy, post-metal-y stuff, brooding atmosphere to it. Really cool sound. We got our friends on the channel again. Triage have made another submission for us. I've got their shirt on specially, and yeah, these guys, if you've been following along with this channel, you know they've made a bunch of submissions over the time, and with each one they've been gaining momentum, evolving as a band and moving towards the kind of great sound that this music can produce. Atmospheric build-ups and crescendos with a post-metally doomy atmosphere. Yes, very cool music, and they've taken on board some of the constructive criticisms that I've given them as well, which is super nice. Although I've got to remember that people sometimes do that, so I can't speak out of turn and just say, oh yeah, you should use some blast beats in this grunge music and stuff like that. So yeah, but no, these guys are really cool, and as I say, they're evolving as a band, and I'm really enjoying witnessing and being a part of that evolution and checking it out on a channel. Very cool. And we've got two other bands lined up as well that sound pretty similar and have got that same kind of vibe going on. So yeah, we're going to be a good one today, but it's going to be a long one, so I'll shut up and stop talking. This is our latest track from Triage. What's it called? Rivulet. I think that's how you say it. So let's enjoy this one. I've only just noticed the skull there. Looks cool. Great bass tone. blackened edge to this one. These guys before. If you're going to shred out like this, super nice, but please record it, man. Let us see it. I do like all these skulls and stuff as well. You can't go wrong with skulls and skeletons. Now these guys are bringing synths and stuff into this one, which I'm pretty sure is stuff we haven't seen in their music before. They're just a 3-piece, so that's extra stuff to the, you know, the amount of members that are in the band, which is cool. Very cool. That was a quick one for me. Didn't seem like a 7-minute track, which is a nice job. Loads of sections in there. I think that's why. So you're always, you know, you're moving on to something else, and that's keeping your interest in the music. Don't repeat the sections too many times. Just move on to something else. Very, very cool. Wow, I enjoyed this one. And once again, these guys have evolved since the last time we heard them. And the way that they've evolved is bringing in synth and atmospheric sounds, which is definitely something that's very welcome in this kind of music. You can't have too much atmosphere and kind of creepiness and eeriness in this kind of music because it just suits the music well. Just pile it on as much as you like. And these guys did a nice job of that. And I don't think that's stuff we have really had in their music before. It has just been guitar, bass and drums, you know. So I think that's a very nice addition to the music, and definitely keep heading in that direction, bringing in those atmospheric synthy sounds and, you know, kind of tape sounds and crackling white sound and stuff like that in the background. Sounds great. I'll pile it on in my own music as well. I even once had in my music the hum of a refrigerator, but it just added a great backgroundy kind of atmospheric sound, gives it like a room sound. It makes it feel more 3D. So yeah, I think they did a great job in evolving with this. Now these guys are still just slightly missing the mark with one aspect of their music for me, and it is a nitpick, because I think once they get this dialed, and I'm sure they will, these guys will be the full package and have everything going on that they need to. And the thing that I'm going to mention, and I think I did mention this in one of their other videos as well, is the transitions from one section to the other. These guys have got great sections, great ideas for riffs, and a cool composition from moving from one section to the next. But what I find a bit jarring, and what I think they can kind of maybe focus a bit more on for the next track, is getting a smooth transition, whether it be with a drum roll or the way that you build up the music into that next section to transition from one riff and one idea to the next idea. Because these guys have got really great ideas, but the link and the mesh between those ideas can sometimes be a bit jarring. Sometimes it just feels like, you know, they just kind of drop out the guitar and then say, right, we'll move on to the next section now. And I think that they just need kind of filler riffs and fills on the drums and things like that to just glue those sections together nicely. And then, as I say, these guys will be the full package, and there won't be anything that catches my ear that I think, well, you know, that could be a bit better, because these guys are really heading for the, you know, what I consider some of the best music out there. Dark, broody, post-metal with an atmospheric edge. I mean, for me, that is like almost the pinnacle of music. So if these guys can get there, be an absolutely 10 out of 10 band. Super nice. Keep sending in the submissions so we can keep up with the band. Now, as I say, we've got some more bands like this on the channel today. That first band were out of Canada. These guys are Australian, but the last band's out of Canada as well. So Canada's obviously got a cool vibe going on with this stuff. This is a new band to the channel. I think the name is Chassm, if that's how you say it. Chassm, maybe. This is on the Art as Catharsis channel, which is a very cool channel for this kind of stuff. Dark, melancholic, broody type music. These guys look like they're just a two-piece and a bit of a jam band as well, jamming it out in the rehearsal studio, which is very much like Triage. So I think they're going to go nicely back to back. But again, it's another 6-minute track. So I'll stop talking and let us listen to the music. This one's called Drowning. They're in room 420. Nice. Cool. Yeah. There's no big hole in that cymbal. It still sounds great though. Great guitar tone as well. It's got a nice dirty low end, but you can still make out the high strings when they're plucked. Sounds great. Yeah. Dope. Great guitar tone. It's interesting as well how the kick in this music isn't some big, dirty, cut-through kick like you'd expect in like a deathcore band. It's just a little tap. It sounds great, works well with the music. Dope drumming. Loved it. What a great sound for just a two-piece band, man. Those guys sounded absolutely full. Sounded like a 4 or 5 piece band even. Absolutely great sound. Those cymbals just sounded amazing to fill out the mix. Superb drumming as well. And I was interested about the kick as well. You know, most bands look for a big kick, doosh doosh kind of kick. But that was just a little blip kind of kick. Blip, blip, blip. But it really worked nicely in the music. It gave it a good sound. So it just shows you don't always need a big slamming sledgehammer of a kick to cut through the mix. It can just still be a nice little blippy sound and work very nicely in the music. But man, that guitar tone was so great. Big, dirty, sludgy, orange ampy type sound to the low end, but still worked great, and a lot of clarity on the high end and plucking out the high-end strings and stuff like that. If you've ever messed about with guitar tones and big dirty orange amp type tones, you'll know it's quite easy to get a nice big fat dirty low end, but then when you try and play anything other than the low strings, you just can't hear them. They don't cut through that low end noise. But this guy dialed it in very nicely where all those strings still cut through nicely. It had a clarity to it as well as the dirtiness, which is a nice fine line and balance to strike. And then when the vocals came in with a lot of reverb on, yeah, I was just like, man, these guys for two fellas are doing a superb job. Loved it. Right, let's finish off with this last band, another Canadian metal band. These are sludge metal on hashtag sludge metal. This is Red Usurper. The track is called Blackened on the Second Day. Pretty cool name, so let's check it out. Big dirty orange amps.
The story has a tragic end. It's one of eternal loss. The blackness that will never end.
Yeah.
Blackened on the second day.
Cool.
Trajectory. Coming in is from the dark. Astronomical artillery. A piece of rock to kill us all. Wave of fire fantasy. Hot enough to crack the sky.
Yeah.
Blackened on the second day. Is at hand through the fires we burn. We wade through the ash, never to
Great vocal, lovely attitude. These guys have got a nice metal edge to them as well. Loved it. What a great groove and attitude in this one. Yes, loved it. Great tune, great sound as well on the guitars again in that one with those dirty orange amps. Man, I'm gonna have to get myself an orange amp, I think, because that is just a great sound. Just really sounds great. Suits the kind of music great. I mean, if orange amps hadn't been invented, this music wouldn't sound as good as it does. Because if you was playing that through a Marshall or something like that, a PV amp, we wouldn't have that low end kind of nasty, sludgy, gutturally sound to it. So yeah, you know, thank God for orange amps, because they've really made this music sound as good as it can, because their sound just suits the music great. But man, That is 3 super dope bands that we've had on today. Love seeing Triage, love seeing them evolve as a band. And every time they've been on this channel, they've stepped it up. And, you know, again today with that atmospheric edge. I thought Chassm were absolutely dope as well, especially for a 2-piece band. To have such a great sound and fill out the music so much as just 2 fellas is really a great job. And then Red Usurper, man. What a great groovy, sludgy, doomy, psychedelic edge to that stuff. Dope. Love this kind of music. Always welcome on the channel. And if you guys put out any new music, send it over. We'll happily check it out. But I hope you've enjoyed that today, guys. Give us a like and a subscribe and all that garbage if you want to do that. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow for some more cool bands. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.